Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. Vietnam's large-scale coconut harvesting is a crucial part of its agricultural sector. The country's tropical climate provides ideal conditions for coconut trees to thrive. With such large-scale coconut harvesting, one byproduct that emerges in substantial quantities is coconut coir, or husk. Often discarded, this fibrous outer shell is a valuable material for Coir, who runs a coconut husk mat factory.
Thì hiện tại thì cái sản phẩm thảm siêu dừa này thì được làm từ những sợi chỉ được lấy ra từ cái vỏ dừa ở đây. Thì trên tay tôi là một cái trái dừa. Thì những trái dừa này sẽ được thu hoạch từ những cái hộ dân ở xung quanh khu vực của nhà máy và đem về là có những cơ sở họ sẽ lọc lấy cái vỏ dừa này ra.
These husks are rich in fiber and possess a strong yet lightweight texture, making them perfect for a wide range of applications, including mats, ropes, and brushes. The factory employs a sophisticated process to convert the coir into high-quality products. Initially, the husks are shredded using specialized machinery that separates the fibrous material from the tougher outer shell. This step is crucial, as it prepares the husks for further processing. After shredding, the material is packed and ready for the next phase of production. The shredded coir is then wound into yarns using the factory's winding machine. This equipment pulls the coir fibers through spinning devices that twist them together, creating long strands of yarn. The winding process ensures that the fibers are evenly twisted, resulting in strong, durable yarn suitable for a variety of products. The machinery is designed to handle large quantities of coir, ensuring efficiency and consistency in the yarn production process. Once the yarns are produced, they move on to the next stage, winding them into ropes. The ropes are made by twisting precisely 8 strands of yarn together, increasing their thickness and strength. The machinery used in this process is equipped with rotating spindles that allow the yarn to be wound tightly, creating a robust and reliable rope. These ropes are then rolled up and will be used by weavers waiting at the end of the mat production line. The final stage in the process is weaving these ropes into mats. Weaving is done using specialized looms that interlace the rope strands, forming mats with a tight and durable weave. Weaves utilize lengthy spaces to accommodate the sheer size of the mats produced. The ends of the ropes are tightly tied to the end of the loom using elastic straps to hold the ropes in place while weaving. Tools like hammers assist in compressing the interlacing of the ropes as the mat is being woven. The process involves both manual and mechanical techniques, ensuring the mats are strong enough to withstand heavy use. These long-lasting woven mats are perfect for various uses and are even an eco-friendly option over other types of mats.
Thì tấm thảm xây dừa này có độ bền rất là tốt, có thể mình dùng ở ngoài môi trường hay dùng được từ 4 đến 5 năm là sau khi quá trình nó sẽ phân hủy ra thành chất hữu cơ và chúng ta có thể là trồng những cái loại cây bên trên cái thảm này luôn cũng được.
Coir says there are several benefits to these coconut husk mats, one of which includes providing excellent insulation, making them ideal for use in both hot and cold climates. Once the mats are woven completely, they are carefully rolled and stored for distribution. The mats are rolled tightly to prevent damage and ensure easy storage. Thailand, like Vietnam, is a major global producer of coconut trees, contributing significantly to the world's coconut supply. The country's tropical climate, with its steady rainfall and warm temperatures, offers an ideal environment for growing coconut palms. A typical coconut harvester's day in Thailand starts with freshening up and having a meal before they head to the farm. The farmers have their quarters set up inside the farm so they can manage the farm activities regularly. The coconut trees at this farm are marked with specific indicators to help identify their age or the best time for harvesting. These markings also help workers keep track of which trees have been harvested, avoiding repeated cuts on the same tree. Bridges are often placed over the canals to make it easier for the harvester to move between rows of trees without getting wet. These features of the farm optimize the harvesting process, making it both efficient and systematic. Upon arriving at the coconut trees, the harvesters observe the harvest of every tree before plucking them with their tools, which include long sticks used to reach high-hanging coconuts. These sticks, sometimes several meters long, are specially designed with blades on one end to cut off the coconuts from the trees with minimal damage. The coconuts fall into the canals below, which play a significant role in the efficiency of the farming process. As the coconuts float due to their buoyancy, it becomes easier for the farmer to tie them together, create a chain, and transport them to the edge of the waterway. The canals are about 3 to 4 feet deep, soaking nearly 3/4 of the farmer's body as he walks, collecting and transporting the coconuts. At the end of the waterway, the farmer tosses the collected coconuts one bunch at a time, while workers on the land side count, load, and stock them in their inventory. After sorting, the coconuts are loaded onto trucks, which will take them to the market or processing facilities. Additionally, this canal design of the farm also helps with irrigation, which is another crucial aspect of this farm. The canals help manage water distribution, ensuring that the coconut trees receive sufficient hydration. Rafts equipped with motors pump out the water from the canals into the trees as the rafter paves his way forward. The farm also has an on-site store that sells a variety of coconut-related products, including young coconut shoots, which can be used for replanting or as a delicacy. Modern coconut carving machines streamline the process of preparing coconuts for sale by removing the outer shell in advance. This makes it easier for the vendor, who can simply slice a hole at the top of the coconut, and it's ready to be served for drinking coconut water. Additionally, another machine splits the hard shell of the coconut with a sharp blade, allowing the coconut flesh to be extracted. The water released during this process is carefully collected and piped into a bucket for later sale. Moving miles away in the Philippines, particularly in areas like Albuquerque, the coconut or its husks are also being used to produce a unique form of salt called Asin Tibouk. Asin Tibouk production begins with the collection of coconut husks, which are carefully soaked in seawater from nearby coastal areas for over 3 months. The salt-producing process takes advantage of the high salinity of the seawater, allowing the husks to absorb salt content from the water. This soaking is an essential step, as it prepares the husks for the drying process and begins to infuse them with the minerals needed for salt production. The coconut husks are then laid out under the sun to dry, a step that naturally evaporates the water and allows the salt to crystallize within the fibers of the husk. The husks are then stacked into a large pile, with firewood placed at the bottom, followed by palm leaves and bamboo. Husks are then added on top of the pile, which burns for about a week until the husks turn into hardened ash. This hardened ash, known as gasang, is a key component of the process. The gasang is placed into palm leaves woven baskets, and seawater is poured over it, filtering through the ash. The seawater, now enriched with minerals from the ash, is collected as tasik. The tasik, which is much saltier than seawater due to the minerals absorbed from the ash, is stored in containers for the upcoming steps. The tasik is then transferred into clay pots called kun for cooking. These pots are entirely made by factory workers by hand and are not industrially manufactured. The pots are filled with tasik and placed over a burning oven-like structure, where they are cooked until the water evaporates. The cooking process takes place for several hours, from morning to afternoon, and when the pots are full, the cooking process is complete. The salt is then left to cool, and once it's safe to handle, it is harvested from the pots, cleaned, and wrapped in plastic bags for packaging. Each clay pot of this Asin Tibouk salt is sold for $14, with the salt being offered to tourists who are shown a sample before purchasing. Besides Asin Tibouk, another rare type of pink salt, it is primarily mined from ancient salt deposits found in the mountains of Pakistan. This unique salt is renowned for its striking pink color, which is due to the presence of trace minerals, particularly iron oxide. These deposits were formed millions of years ago, and the salt extracted from these mountains is considered pure and rich in essential minerals. These caves, which are formed from natural salt formations, provide a stable environment for the salt, which has remained untouched by modern pollutants for centuries. Miners use simple yet effective tools, such as hammers and chisels, to carefully extract large salt rocks from the walls of the caves. The salt is harvested in massive rocks that are further broken down into solid chunks, making transportation easier. Once the salt is extracted, it is transported using a tractor that takes it to a nearby factory, where it undergoes processing. The journey encompasses rugged paths or narrow roads that can be quite challenging. In the factory, the salt undergoes several stages of cleaning and processing. The first step is to wash the salt to remove any impurities or debris. After cleaning, the salt is ground or crushed into various sizes, depending on its intended use. Pink salt is rich in over 80 trace minerals, including potassium and magnesium, which support hydration and electrolyte balance. It is also believed to aid digestion, promote skin health, and help detoxify the body when used in moderation. The salt is carefully packaged into bags or containers, ready to be distributed to markets and consumers worldwide. feature of pink salt is its use in creating beautiful showpieces. Large salt rocks, often cut and polished, are transformed into decorative items like lamps, bowls, and candle holders. These showpieces are highly sought after for their aesthetic appeal, as well as the belief that the salt has health benefits, such as purifying the air. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.